Now when it comes to printing, this is where a lot of people fail too, because they don't hold the squeegee right, they don't put enough ink on, they don't understand flood coating. Check out my next video when I explain the printmaking techniques on how to hold your squeegee, how to do it all properly. Just looking at a couple of squeegees here. Wooden handle, feels nice in the hand. But what we've got here, this one's got that sort of that grey rubbery stuff on, which is a bit softer, and it wears out. You see this is all rounded. Now it should, it started off its life sort of being very square like this one here. This is still of use. For your t-shirt printing, what this does, being a bit rounded, it's going to lead a lot more ink onto with each print. The sharper ones here, these ones sort of look like they're made out of like a ruby orangey type of rubber, which is really hard. It keeps a sharp edge for many prints. Really good for getting that fine detail in. Right, what I usually do is put masking tape all the way around the corners, making sure that the ink can't get through. Packing tape I use. Masking tape, packing tape, really doesn't matter, just tape that I remove afterwards. Now I also like to go on the inside here to stop the ink from sneaking in under the wood. There's a pinhole, a little speck of dust or something that's got on the screen. You just put that up. After holding your screen up to the light, you can sort of see where all the pinholes are and you can cover them up. Clamping this into place, and I'm using some spray adhesive on the platen just to hold the stuff down that I'm going to print on, which is first up is going to be an old bed sheet, just as a test print. I find these plastic spatulas that are used just in the kitchen really good for screen printing because they're less likely to scratch or rip or tear or cut your screen. First coat, it's a flood coat, and the screen is now up off the substrate. You get a very gentle flood coat like that. That's just loaded up all the stencil with ink. Bring it down and nice firm print because I'm on cotton. Lift it up, have a look. It's down there, perfect. Straight back flood coat. This time the flood coat's stopping the screen from drying up, but I have to keep moving. Nice soft piece of rag paper here. 100% cotton. Flood coat. And nice print. Okay, when it comes to holding your squeegee, you've got to keep it fairly upright. Now, you don't want to do it exactly 90 degrees, but you just want to be just off 90 degrees if you can, and that gives you a nice sharp image as it contacts with the screen. Now, the wrong way of doing it, or the way of putting too much ink on, if you want to put more ink on, you put it on an angle like this. So remember, this is the more on ink. That is, you're putting more ink on. So this is the more on printer. We'll hold his squeegee like this. And I'd say that's the wrong way to hold a squeegee. The more on way, and the more ink on. Now I'm going to demonstrate. This is the right way. So yeah, holding it up fairly upright. And what we've got here is the result, a nice, clean, sharp print. Now, I'm going to show you the more on way to put more ink on. And this one's not going to go so well, I don't think. But I'm going to try the best I can, just holding at the wrong angle. See, down an angle like that, that's the wrong way. That's the moron way of doing it. Let's have a look what we got. We've got a mess. Look at that mess. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that video on how to screen print properly.